I don't know if you guys ever do this, but occasionally I'll hit that record button a bit early before I shoot a vid, just to loosen up, get everything flowing. Maybe talk to the camera a bit, tell a bit of a story. The other day I was telling my friend about my latest vacation and how I dedicated a day out of that vacation just to see the totality of the eclipse that happened. It's pretty geeky, I get it. It's a pretty geeky thing. He said watching my videos was like staring at the sun. He said it was mostly a painful experience, but occasionally you'll see something neat. So, fingers crossed. Let's hope there's something neat today, guys. We're going to be staring at the sun in three.
Two, one.
What's up? It's Chocho. Today we're going to look at a turtle. I know it's a little odd for my channel, but we're going to look at Leo here. Leo I actually bought him because I wanted some of the accessories he came with to use for a custom. I figured I'd do something with him, and it was actually a lot of fun. It was a side little thing. It was a lot of fun. This is obviously the Nick Turtle look, and I even contemplated putting pupils on, but I skipped on it. But the main part was I gave him posable bandana. I gave him metal bladed swords. Let's talk about the parts real quick. Bendy wire you can get anywhere. I got this particular set at Walmart. It's just bendy wire, man. It cost $1. This is actually the test piece that I did just to see how well it would glue together. And I used some ribbon and I basically glued it to the bendy wire and wrapped it around gradually until I got the depth that I wanted. I had to attach to his head, so I used some color pins. I'm just reading off the box. They're just pins, right? So I used one of those, I cut it down to length, and I basically stabbed it into his head and glued it in there. And as such, I was kind of wrapping around the bendy wire. But as you can see, you could do whatever you want with this stuff. Because of where he came from, he actually didn't have a back strap. And I had some of this extra plastic from a 3 3/4 Marvel Legends. So I fashioned that to the right shape and made that. I also had to make the back strap and his sheaths for his swords. You know how you have wiper blades on your car? When those get worn out, everyone chucks them in the garbage, but every single one of those has these little metal things in them. And that's where I got these from. The hilt and the handle were original to the toy. I fashioned a little groove in there and glued it in with an epoxy mix. A weird little thing is, when I was doing this, I was gonna wash everything, but these Nick Turtles, they don't have a lot of detail in their body, and I figured if any body of one of these turtles was clean, it was gonna be Leo or Donnie, right? So I kept them real clean, except for everything that's on him. So basically, his bandana got a wash, everything got a wash, his belts, you name it. Everything got a wash except for his skin. His skin is pristine clean. I did a little bit of painting on that little part of the shell there and a wash there. I even dirtied the hell out of the bottom of his feet. I felt like, he lives in the sewers. If anything's going to be dirty, it's going to be the bottom of his feet, right? The other thing that was a bonus with this figure is that it did have an opening shell. So I also created some extra weapons for him. So in his backpack, he has wall crawlers, and also created some ninja stars in his backpack. That allows him to have a whole buttload of weapons, and I think he looks like a fucking $1,000,000, man. I ain't gonna lie. One of the cool things that I like about this figure, and actually the first run of Ninja Turtles, is that you can actually get them to wall crawl. Let me get a cardboard box. I don't know a Ninja Turtle that can't do it, but you can basically put a thumbtack in their hands. They hold them really well. Even on the old figures. Here you can see that he's holding that pretty well. Let's take an old figure. So you could just squeeze in that thumbtack into his hand. Just make sure you don't stab yourself. You can see the thumbtacks do wonders for display. Like, you could pop these into your wall and have turtles crawling up your wall. Like, that's so ninja, man. And here's my custom Leo in comparison with my only soft head TMNT figure and the first wave, which had a little more detail, a little more bulky. They were a little more muscular, these guys. Great detail, great figures, but they don't look anything like the show. And for 6-inch scale, here he is with Angry Astro and Brooding Bats. I am the worst. And here's Leo in alt mode. With that's gonna do it for my custom Nick Turtles Leo. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know if you liked it. Obviously, I usually do Transformer stuff. Let me know if you want to see more odds and ends and things that I actually do on the side. Thanks again for hanging out, though. You made it to the end. I'll see you soon.
That is the coolest thing.
It's fucking rad, right? Look at that shell. God damn. Looks rad.